Are your chakras blocking your animal communication? Well, if you're feeling stuck or blocked or like you've reached a plateau and you can't move forward with your animal communication, by the end of this video, you're going to be able to identify which chakra is blocking you and understand what you need to do to remove, dissolve, eliminate that block so you can move forward and connect more deeply with all animals. Hi, I'm Dr. Cara. I'm a professional animal communicator and the founder of the Animal Communicator Academy. My mission is to help all animal lovers become confident animal communicators so they can help their pets, so they can become professional animal communicators, or so they can add animal communication to their current profession. My vision is to see animal communicators in every home, every veterinarian's office, every animal rescue center, every shelter, every training facility, everywhere that there are animals. I want to see animal communicators. So if you support this mission, then please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so we can reach even more animal lovers and help create even more animal communicators in the world. I believe that you have what it takes to become a successful animal communicator. And in this video, I want to help you clear your blocks by moving through the chakras step by step, helping you understand the chakras, how they help you, how they inhibit you, and how you can work with them to grow your abilities as an animal communicator. So let's jump right in and start with chakra number 1. The root chakra. This chakra is all about our connection to the planet. It also covers our identity, our survival, our tribe, where we belong. And so if you have a block in the root chakra, chakra 1, you probably feel like you can't get started, you're procrastinating, you're worried about what people will say. Maybe you think they'll call you crazy or woo-woo, or somehow you'll be rejected or ostracized. You'll be cast out from the group. That's the first chakra. That's how it feels. So the solution here is, I've got a few things for you. So number 1 is to just set a grounding cord. So just imagine from the base of your torso that there's a beam of energy of light going straight down from your body to the center of the earth. This is your energetic connection to the planet. And when you set your grounding cord, it turns off your fight or flight response. So it really, really settles your nervous system, and all of those worries will also settle when you do that. So that's one thing you can do, set your grounding cord and truly get grounded. Your root chakra is all about being grounded. The other thing that you can do is gather evidence that animal communication is real, that it's helpful, that it's practical, that it's making a difference in the world. And there's a bunch of ways to do that. I actually wrote a whole book about becoming a confident animal communicator. And one of the chapters is all about the different ways that people all over the world are using animal communication to make a difference in animals' lives. So you can check that out. You can look at, just do a Google search and find all the animal communicators that come up. I also host an Animal Communicator and Healer Summit every year. So if you go to animalcommunicatorsummit.com, you'll see people from all over the world making a difference in veterinarians' offices, in rescues, in sanctuaries, with animals that are aging or ill or behavioral problems, or in rescues. Like, there's a million ways that people are using animal communication. And when you start to have all that evidence, it starts to feel possible for you too, when you see other people doing it. So look around, find your inspiration, find your model, and then start moving forward. So that's chakra number 1, the root chakra, all about grounding. Chakra number 2 is our sacral chakra, and this chakra governs our relationships and our emotions. So if you have a block here, the symptoms are going to be more like your emotions are getting triggered when you're attempting animal communication or when you're doing animal communication, or you feel really frantic, like I have to help, I have to do this, I have to, resolve this for people. I want to just, my heart needs to do this. Like we're over emotional, right? We're really triggered on the emotional level when our second chakra, our sacral chakra, is blocked or imbalanced. So we can't be neutral and helpful when we're emotionally wound up, when we're emotionally upset. So if we are working with an animal who is lost or who is injured, and we get super emotional about it, we can't really help the situation. Our emotions get in the way. So if your emotions are getting in the way in any version of getting in the way, then it's probably a block in the sacral chakra. And the solutions that I suggest are, number one, to shift out of for me into a service mindset. So understanding that you're here to serve them. It's not about me. It's about the animal that I'm serving. It's about the people that I'm serving. So it's really taking ourselves out of the equation and recognizing that anything that we have to offer is going to be helpful. It may just be impressions, it may be an image, it might be a word that doesn't mean anything to us. But when we have that service mindset where it's like, oh, I want to offer whatever I've got, however little that might be, that often gets us through that sacral chakra block because we are helping, we're in service. And the second chakra loves to be helping. It's like what it's there for. Connection with other people and other animals and other beings that we love and care about. So just remember, you're in service. It's not about you. Take your ego out of the game, which kind of brings me to chakra number 3, the solar plexus chakra. This is the chakra that governs our ability to make a difference in the world and to do things. And it's a lot of our ego is wrapped up in our third chakra. The symptoms of a third chakra block are perfectionism. I want to get everything right. I have to do it right or not at all. Or if I got 9 things right and one thing was a little bit off, then I just blew the whole thing and I'm just a total, I always want to swear, but I'm not going to swear. So I just messed up, right? So if you're feeling that perfectionism and that need to get everything right, then the solution is to let go of the outcome. Don't fix the situation. You're not here to fix anything or make anything happen. An animal communicator is a bridge, a communication bridge between people and animals. They are not problem solvers. They are not fixers. They are not attached to what happens. They're here to give the animals a voice so that their voice, their perspective can be heard and received and honored and acknowledged and incorporated into any solution or fix for whatever the situation is. So when you can let go of outcomes and let go of finding a solution and let go of fixing, then you'll be able to move forward. That's a third chakra block. So that brings us to the upper chakras. The heart chakra is the gateway to the higher chakras. And the symptom of a block in the heart chakra is really a lack of confidence in yourself, a lack of confidence in the process, and a lack of confidence in what the animals are sharing with you. So you're doubting and second guessing, right? So the solution for this one is probably the easiest of all, which is to just bring your awareness into your heart center. Focus on that heart energy, that unconditional love that resides inside of you. Not helping, not fixing, not doing anything other than loving. Just being the loving. When you can just be the love, everything else melts away. And we get out of our heads and into our hearts, and everything is okay. So that second guessing, doubting, lack of confidence really, really responds well to breathing in, like even 5 breaths, counting in for 5, out for 5 times, focusing on your heart center, breathing in and out through your heart, another really good technique. All of those things will bring you into that heart space and allow that worry about your confidence to really just not have a place to land anymore. So, chakra 4 is all about love and residing in that place of unconditional love inside of you. And that brings us to chakra number 5. So, that's the throat chakra right here. And this chakra governs our voice, our communication, also a lot of our confidence as well. But really, what I want to focus on here in this video is when you're having a hard time communicating the information you're receiving, or you're worried about the wording, or you don't want to say it wrong, or you think you might offend somebody if you say what you hear from the animal, or you feel a little tongue-tied, like, oh, I got all this information. And that happens sometimes. You just get this huge download and it's hard to put it all into words. So that's the fifth chakra, the throat chakra. And the more we get muddled up in finding the right words and figuring it out, the less we are in the process and in the moment, and the more tangled our throat chakra will become. So the solution here, if you have that kind of a thing going on, is to actually get out of thinking and just narrate everything like you're an announcer at a baseball game, right? You know how they like boom, 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 boom. The pitcher's pitching the ball and the hitter hits it and it's going to left field and the catcher, all that stuff. It's like right in the moment. There's no time to think or censor or change the wording or anything. So the more you can do that and let go of that censor, the more the information's going to flow, the more the words will automatically come, and the more that message will be received. And, like really received, like, oh, okay, I hear that, I get it. I'm going to act on that. I honor that. So you can do this by even narrating your process. So I'm closing my eyes, I'm connecting with the horse, I'm asking the horse where its favorite place is. And the first thing that happens is I see this image and I'm feeling the wind too. So like narrating your whole process gets you in the moment, gets you out of your head, allows everything to flow through you. So practice that, and you can practice it anywhere, right? You can practice it with anything. I'm driving down the street, I'm stopping at the stop sign, I'm turning on my blinker, I'm turning right onto the next road. Like you can play with that and practice really narrating so that that sensor just doesn't get activated. That sensor just shuts down our throat chakra. It shuts down our communication, and it shuts down the flow of energy here. And so we end up more in our heads, and the more we try, the harder it is to get the right words out. So stop trying, just narrate, just allow that to happen. Then let's move on to the sixth chakra. So that's our third eye right here. This chakra governs all of our mental function, our mental ability, our intuitive ability, our ability to recognize patterns and archetypes and symbols and everything brain is in that third eye chakra, our sixth chakra. So when this chakra is blocked, we're stuck. We are stuck in our heads. We are doubting ourselves. We're overthinking. We're overanalyzing. And it's really hard when we get into that place to receive any kind of information, because when we're thinking, we're producing, we're giving it out, and we're not receiving it yet. So the solution for this kind of a block is to go back to that place of that beginner's mind, that not knowing, that curiosity, that wonder. And the way that I trigger this in myself is I say, I wonder what this animal has to say. I wonder what their perspective is. I'm curious about how they'll respond to this question. It just takes me out of my head, and it reminds me that even though my brain might think so, I don't know everything. And I'm here because I want to learn, I want to receive. So, remembering that curiosity and wonder, that's the solution for that third eye, sixth chakra block of overthinking. And try it. It works. It really works. That brings us to the last of the 7 main chakras, which is the crown chakra. And that one is right here on the top of the head. And if this is blocked, you might feel scattered and spacey and have a hard time focusing, or you may be thinking about a whole bunch of things at once. So I'm trying to think of any other 7th chakra kind of symptoms. Yeah, I think that's it. So the solution here is, before you begin animal communication session, choose a topic, focus on one thing, and set that up beforehand. Because if you get into that animal communication session and your mind is all over the place, and like, I could ask about, what do they think about oceans, and what's their favorite food, and all these things, that's going to start spinning you around. And a lot of our inspiration comes to us through that 7th chakra. It's a really important contributor to our intuitive abilities. And so we want to make sure that that channel is clear. And if it's too much, or if it's too blocked, we don't have that clarity. We aren't able to move around agilely with our thoughts and with our brain. But the solution, especially when you're starting out as an animal communicator, is to really narrowly focus each session. Like literally starting with only one question if you're just a beginner. If you're an intermediate, have a theme, only focus on this thing, because that spacey and scattered isn't helping anyone. And it just means that there's either too much or too little energy in this part of your energy field. So you want to manage that, focus it in, bring it in so it's helping you, not spreading you out too wide. So focus on one single topic. Okay, so that's a quick rundown of all of the 7 major chakras. The most common issues that come up that are related to the chakras, and a few little tricks and tips and tools to help you navigate that if you find yourself in that situation. The chakras, I find, are a very, very helpful tool for understanding ourselves, for understanding our animals, and for understanding our relationship together and how we work together. So if you want to go deeper into animal chakras, I have a lot of options for you. I have a card deck of animal chakra awareness cards, and this is all about animal chakras and people and relationships. So there's 7 cards for each chakra. They explain 7 different aspects of each chakra and how to work with those chakras in relationship with your animal, to understand your animal better, to understand yourself better, and to improve your relationship. Of course, I also have my book, Animal Chakras, and this is going deeper into the chakras, more from the perspective of the animals, but I really talk a lot about how important our relationship is, how our chakras affect our animal chakras, and ways to balance anything that is out of balance for our animals and their chakras. And there's a coloring book that goes too. I don't have it in front of me, but I do have a coloring book that's a fun way to learn about animal chakras. And it follows the cards. So you get to color in your own card deck with that animal chakra coloring book. So if you want to go deeper into that, that's one way. The other thing is, I created a whole course called Awaken Your Chakras just for animal communicators, to give them a clear path for understanding all the blocks that come up in all 7 of our chakras and working through them systematically. I'll put a little bit of information about that below as well, because that's a self-study class that's available. So if you are an animal communicator on the path and you feel blocked, I highly recommend this class to give you some guidance on how to go even deeper than what I'm able to share in this video. So I hope this is all helpful for you, and let me know if this was helpful. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, share this video, all of that. And let me know what resonates with you the most, what was most helpful. And do you have a topic about animal communication that you'd like me to address? Just let me know in the comments and I will make a video about that, because if you have that question, I bet other people do as well. And definitely, if you are an aspiring animal communicator, please come join me in the Animal Communicator Academy. I would love to support you and help you make your dreams come true. And you can find out more about that at caragubbins.com. Okay, so that's chakras, blocks, solutions. Let's open this up. Let's open up our chakras, allow us ourselves to be the change we want to see in the world, to live our dreams, to make the difference that we're here to make. Chakras are a great way to help us do that. I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day.